Okay, in this video we will see has a relationship. So has a relationship comes under association. So association is a relationship between classes. So we will see the definition first. Has a relationship is a object oriented relationship where one class contains an object of another class as a member variable. Basically, one class will contain an object of another class as a member variable. Member variable means you might have seen that yeah, like engine will be there. Engine that the class name will be there at first, then some reference variable will be there. That is what instance reference variable. So that is what the member variable. Okay. So representing ownership or uses between the classes. Ownership means composition will have ownership of that complete ownership of that another class. Okay, another object. And uses. So basically aggregation will use only. So that is what. So ownership belongs to composition. Uses belongs to aggregation. This thing you will understood in the program. Okay. Purpose. So now we will see purpose of Hazer relation. So basically why we need Hazer relationship, now we can have some idea. So code reusability. So basically whatever the code is there, we no need to write it again, we can reuse that code. Basically in inheritance also use that thing, but here the concept is different. So using that object, we can using that reference variable, you can reuse the behavior and property of another class. Okay, I will show you that in program. So next one is the better design. So basically for if you for engine, for one class is there, one bike is there. So if you create easy relationship between that, so that will be less meaningful. If you create has a relationship between that, that will have more meaningful, and it will have real world meaning, understanding, modeling will be there. So if you use for a vehicle, for bike, if you use bike has engine or bike is a engine, so has a engine has more meaning than is a engine. So for that reason, so for better design, for real world modeling, we will use has a. And has a relationship also supports deep copy. So deep copy means one object is there. So if you will create two objects, one object will copy the values of another object, and that another object will have uh, different memory. They will have different memory, they will have independent memory, the two memory will not be same. In deep copy, that is what that reference variable, again using that new keyword, we will create we will create new memory for that. Okay. So for a deep copy, you can see. Okay, in this program you can see the has a relationship. Okay, this subject is the class name here, and this is the instance reference variable, or you can say member variable. Okay, using this we can create deep copy also. So this is the program about deep copy. If you not watch this video, go and watch there. So here one object is there, one reference variable is there. Here one more reference variable is there. All the values of this variable will come here. Okay, will come here. The reference will come here. Okay. So whatever the changes you can do, again you can do backup or rollback or something like that. Okay. And for this non-primitive variable, we can do we can use new. Okay. So in that program, if you go and watch that video, you will get understanding how we are using deep copy using this is the has a relationship. Okay, this is the has a relationship. The subject, the student will have some subject. So this has a relation. Student will have some subject. So that's what has a relationship. In this slide, we will see types of has a relationship. The first one is the aggregation. Second one is the composition. The first one, aggregation. Aggregation is a weak has a relationship where one class contains the reference of another class, but both objects can exist independently of each other. So basically, one class will contain reference to another class. So one class will have that instance reference variable, that engine. So one class will contain that of another class. Okay, that will one class will contain. and both objects can exist independently of each other. While creating object for two classes, okay, while creating object for two classes, if you put one object to null also, still other object will run. So both objects are exist independently. So that is what, for example, two classes are there. One class is there, product is there, and another class is there, order is there. So in order you created a instance reference variable, that is product. Okay. Okay. While creating object for these two classes, for product you created one object like p1, for object you created o1. So if you put o1 to null also, still the p1 will run. So that's what the concept. Okay, still you not got, in program you will get. Okay, this whatever I told you, that we will see in program also. So next one is the composition. So composition is a strong Hage relationship where one class contains another class and control its life cycle. So here also one class will contain another class reference variable, but it control the life cycle. So it will control. So in that class only the object will be created for another class. So due to that, what will happen? So if you put one class object into null, then the other class also will be other class object will be removed. Okay, after some time, that garbage collection, it will remove that. Okay, so in composition we will see in the next video. In this video we will see aggregation program. We will see program. Now I am creating one new class. I am writing main method. I have written the main method. Here I will create one class, that is product. Okay, class product. So what are the sorry, this to create some. So what are the properties product will have? It will have some id. It will have it will have some product name, string name. It will have that product price. So these are the variables and these are the data types. Okay, so now we will create constructor for this. So I'm using some shortcuts for time being. So here we will okay, here we will write some method, public void display, to print all this thing. We will id is product name price of product. Okay, some message I have written. So one more class I will create. Okay, here I will use as a relationship class order class. This one is the product, this one is the order. So by doing order, here you will do some order. So here you will do some order of product. Okay, if you want to do order of laptop, so laptop will be one product. So here that order will be done. So what type of property order will have? Here again order will have some order id. Why order id is required? Because for uniqueness, for a primary key, all this thing, okay, for uniquely identify that record, we will use or id, all this thing, like your roll number, okay, this thing like registration number, roll number, all this thing. And now we will create has a relationship product 3. This thing this thing should match with this class name, okay. Then some variable, so this one is the instance reference variable, or you can say or member variable also, you can say. In the definition this word is there, okay. For this also we will create a constructor, we will write constructor, okay. Here also we will write one method for order, but so order, so here also one message, your order id is order id, okay. Okay, here we will call that product uh, method. So how we will call? Using this method reference variable, then display. So here you can see we are using this behavior, we are reusing this method. So this is what code reusability, okay. So this is one code reusability. Okay, and that meaning, the design modeling, all this thing, this one order has product, so that is what this one. And deep copy I explained you. And aggregation also support loose coupling. So basically loose coupling means one class will have less dependence on another class, so that is what loose coupling. Using interface, the loose coupling will be more effective, okay. Only aggregation will support loose coupling, okay. So this is one method. So here we will write the next, here we will create object for product and order also, product 3 p1 new product 3. We will initialize all this all that variables. This is the calling constructor. What is that? Some order 101, some product biryani. So using Zomato, this Swiggy, you can do order also. So biryani also one product only, okay. You can say one product, so better you can take laptop, all this thing, okay. But I am taking biryani. So using this Zomato, you will order some biryani, okay. So biryani will be one product, biryani will have some id, biryani will have some name, being like chicken dum biryani or something like that. It will have some price like 300 400, something like that, okay. This is biryani, product will have some name biryani, or you can say for foreigners meat rice, okay. And here here what is that price, some 400, okay. Like that you can put sweets also, okay. one more product we will do p2 new product. Some laptop, some Victors or something. Okay, this is 60,000. Okay. Then for order we will create object like O1, or you can write completely order 1 order. So this also has some order ID. Order ID is there. So order ID is 1 2 3 4. Then you have to pass this reference here. Okay, to pass this reference you are passing here. Okay, so for one more order for laptop, one more order with Flipkart. Yeah. So 4 5 6 7 p2 we are passing that reference. Okay, using this order we'll call that so orders. Okay, using order 2. So okay, we are calling this method. Okay, using this reference variable calling this method. If I will put order 1 to null, order 2 to null, still this object will run. What is the display? Okay, so this reference I am creating to null. What will happen if I will create if I will put null into this reference variable? What will happen? So the object in the heap memory will be automatically deleted due to garbage collection. It will be automatically deleted. After some time it will be deleted. Okay, but it will not have any effect on this reference variable. Okay, so your order ID is 1234, ID is 101, name biryani or some then second time we are calling that 4567, ID is 102, all this thing. After putting null also, still this reference variable works, this object works. So this object exists independently. So that's what the concept is. So see here we are passing that so what this will store, this will store the reference of this properties of these properties reference will be stored here. Okay, due to that you no need to write this logic, this constructor, all this thing you no need to write. Okay, using this reference variable you can reuse that code. Okay, here we are passing that okay, So all that references of all the properties will be stored here. Okay. So basically from here it will go here. This where this instance variable all will be initialized, like id 101 will be initialized, 101 will be stored in this id. So product will have some object in that these values will be stored. Okay. Then we are creating object for order one also. Order one also we are creating one object. For order also we are creating, for order class also we are creating one object. So in that also we are passing some variable, we are call this is the calling constructor. Okay. So this will call to this, and this thing will be initialized, and this will store the reference of this all the properties. So then we are calling this method using this reference variable, we are calling this method. Okay. So here the reusability is happening. Okay, here usability is happening. It's saying, okay. So again we are call after putting null in this reference variable, after initializing to null, storing null. So what will happen? This order reference will be removed. Okay. So this order object reference will be removed. After putting null, this reference will be removed of this object. So what will happen? So again if you call this one, if you call this one, it will not work. It will not work. See, exception is coming. Okay. Okay. Some exception is coming. Okay. I hope you got, after this method this will come.